Warren Davis, and you're watching the Evercade Effect.
Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Evercade Effect, and this week's video, I'm going to get back to talking about the carts. I know we've had some breaking news, and I did want to cover them on retro, because Game Boy and Game Boy Color is very nostalgic to me. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of that stuff. I've been also streaming quite a bit of that live, but today I want to go over a Toapland 4 collection, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently. You're still going to get my reactions and whatnot, but I've been playing this game a lot on stream. So to kind of be like a first look, review, whatever you want to call it, I will throw out there, some of you are aware of that initially when I did get this card in, it did fail, right? It was faulty. I was able to stream with it, I think maybe like once or twice, and then on a Friday, it wasn't detected, which made me very sad. Luckily, Video Games Plus, the unofficial sponsor, which they really should be, they responded back to me like within a business day, got that card sent out to that week, and I've been playing it ever since. So it's more going to be talking about the games as I'm playing them. Spoiler alert, I think this is one of the best cards of the year. So if you don't already have this collection to be added, you need to get it, right? And if you're on the fence about getting this collection, hopefully I can help you make up your mind. There is one issue looking at you, Sky Shark, that we're going to get to. But yeah, we're going to go through all these games. I'm going to give you my conclusion. I'm going to play through all of them, tell you kind of what I like and what I don't like, as we're going through and playing this here. Dogyuun, if I'm pronouncing that right. Let's go ahead and get that, we're going to go ahead and get that launched up here. And we'll see. Make sure the volume isn't too loud. All right. So we're throwing some credits. So this shooter I'd never heard of before. Really before this. One of those ones I never really played. And I really like this game a lot. It's fun, but it's really difficult at the same time. Now, kind of a pro tip. Gene told me, you want to get the orange weapon, which you really do, right? I'll show you what I mean here. Hopefully it'll appear, because it's kind of like your heat-seeking weapon. But the graphics, the sound, the 2D pixel art, it's freaking amazing. Now this game, I don't know which is more difficult, this one or Storm Grinder that we're also going to talk about. But both of these shooters are like really good, and I'm so happy to have these on this collection. Like you really can't go wrong with playing either one of these games. And the grip behind me there, I've tested this out and actually played quite a bit of it on the handheld. Yes, so this is the weapon I was talking about. See? Heat sinking. It kind of goes for things. I think so. Let me get the orange one just to make sure. No, this is the one. I'm sorry. This is the better one. See how it's even more heat seeking, right? If you can stay and keep this weapon, it makes the game a lot more fun, because it's really freaking difficult. But as I was saying, I've used this with the Tate mode grip, and it plays great. It really plays great. And the one thing that I do kind of like about this shooter, well, or maybe mixed feelings that I have about it, is I do like when you die, you start back a little bit, you don't instantly spawn, so you do kind of have to get good, but at the same time, it's not like you just have 3 credits and it's your one and done. But yeah, this game is amazing. Definitely one of my top picks on the card. To kind of show you here, let's quit out and go to the next one. All right, so now we have Storm Grinder, which, in my opinion, is the best game on this cart. I love this game. It might be one of Toapland's best shooters. It is just like so good. Now you do in this game. Now you do have bombs, which is handy, and you get power ups and all that good stuff. Let's dive into it here. I should mention, I think most of these games I did remap my buttons to make it more comfortable. Like I like X to shoot, and then A is your going to use your bombs and whatnot. And you start off with 2 of them here, and it's just kind of neat. Like you have like those 2 little, what the hell you call them, drones on the side that kind of help you pilot. And yeah, it's your typical vertical shooter, but still very different. And as I mentioned earlier, when you die, you do spawn back just like a little bit. So it's not the end of the world, but enough to keep this game like really challenging and fun. And I've gotten quite far into this game. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and fast forward. Well, okay. So I didn't mean to die, but this is a great example. See, you don't instantly spawn, but you do start back there. I think in this game I got stuck at a boss, and that's usually how I play games. Like when I get stuck at a boss, you know, I'll just kind of take the card out, play another game. I forget if I was able to make it to the boss here. I think I did. I'm gonna say the boss should be approaching. Or I'm just having to get through all the that's like bullet hell that you can see here, which is a lot of fun, right? A lot of fun, but still challenging at the same time. And then, yes, we start back. You do get all your bombs back, which is nice. But I mean, the controls are just like silky smooth. They play like very well in the Evercade. I mean, I just can't say how fun this is. So like, if you like shooters, you're really gonna like this card a lot. Even if they aren't like your favorite type of genre, there's still some other games here that we're gonna go in and talk about that I think you're really gonna like enjoy. And if you haven't been playing this collection, you know, tell me in the comments below. You know, what do you think of this collection so far? Is this one of your favorites of that came out in 2024? You know, as we're kind of waiting here in 2025. Alrighty. So, well. And that's usually when I kind of take a break, go back to playing a different game to come back. Yes, Knuckle Bash. So this game, well, I kind of wish it was a wrestling game, but no, it's definitely a very interesting brawler. It's not the best brawler in the world. It's by far the worst, right? I mean, it's a great playthrough. Throwing some credits. So one thing I thought was neat is that this starts you off at the beginning of the game. The second one kind of gets you to the halfway point. And I'll pick my favorite character, the wrestler here, wrestler-looking guy. So it is neat. Like if you do want to start off in the halfway point of the game, and I will say that as you get farther in the game, you do unlock characters, which is kind of neat. But you know, you have your typical buttons. I think you have like one to throw, punch, kick. You know, it's just your typical beat 'em up, and if you press them both at the same time, you kind of do that slide, and you can swing dudes around, and it's really fun. It's kind of like for me, it's like Bad Dudes without the nostalgia, and it's like just a wacky, just kind of beat 'em up, but you can just kind of jump in and go ahead and play it, you know, again from time to time. It just depends. If you don't like beat 'em ups, yeah, you might just play through this game once and not really want to go ahead and go through it again, but I really enjoy this, and I'm even enjoying it now again to play this video. Yeah! And it is a little bit more like once a little bit more boss focused. Like sometimes once you get into it, you'll fight like a few bosses, you know, in a row here. Let me show you. So if we do a reset, let me go back. I just want to show you when we pick the second mode. Hello, you know where you start off. I'll show you the Elvis character. The other guy is really just kind of bland. I don't know. If anything, maybe kind of a downfall. I wish you did have like more cooler characters. Okay, so now it just starts you off with bosses, and you'll kind of see that as you get more into the game, you do like a lot of boss fights. Yeah, this character is also fun. My second favorite. The third character, not that there's anything bad with it, just he's really plain. You know. And 2 players, this game would be even more of a blast. But yeah, you know, going in there, and just punching, hitting. Whoa, yeah! Kind of cool guitar. Rocking special move. So yeah. Very fun, very nostalgic of fighting games. Of beat 'em ups at the time. There we go. Oh man, I thought I beat him. What the hell? Now the computer's cheating on me. Wow! He just like keeps like rolling into me with his butt. Oh my god. Continue. There we go. Let me just see if I can beat him. Oh, come on. Now, it's funny that it says stage 1 clear, because I guess this is the first stage that I went ahead and beat. And then, see, now it says versus. So, initially, I thought this was more of like a fighting game, but no, it's a beat 'em up. So, yeah, you get to a point where then it's just like you fight like a lot of bosses, and you fight ads, like mixed in with the bosses. And this level, I really like it's, you know, cool. It's a wrestling ring. Oh, man, I got him. So, yeah, not the best game on the cart, not the worst game on the cart, but still a lot of fun to be had. So let's move on. I can play that all day. So we have Pipi and Bibis. This game is a lot of fun. It's very different. And we'll save Sky Shark for last because it's kind of the big elephant in the room. And you can see, so some of these games, it does save your high score, which is nice. But this is cool. This is like, skip past all this. Yeah, okay. Ignore that nonsense. All right. So this is kind of like, I don't know, like elevator action on steroids. Try to, I don't know. Elevator action meets cloak and dagger kind of game. But what you want to do is go through these like little terminals to set off the bomb. And you can use this thing. You knock them down. If you hold the button down, then eventually they just... I know what it is. Elevator action meets Dig Dug. Good Lord, Ed. That's kind of what I was thinking. All right. So when there's two guys like that, makes it a little more difficult. But he's got to go down. One of them at a time. You can pretty much like take him on. Get out of the way. And then once you get the last one, you have to escape. If you take too much time, a thing comes on the screen to get you. And now I just got one more. I don't know what that H isn't really important. But yeah, two of them like that. And you got to escape. Oh, God. See, I didn't escape, but I died. So try again. See, now I got it. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. So now I got to get all the, activate all the bombs again. So that's kind of cool, but kind of annoying. I mean, you get unlimited continues and everything, but if you mess up there. And then you go ahead and get them again. I just don't like when they're in pairs. That's the only challenging thing. But not in pairs, pretty easy. Get him! I missed the elevator. So there's kind of a neat thing with the Toapland games that when you die, right? It's not like complete game over, but depending on where you're at, you're going to lose a little bit of a progress. So I think that kind of keeps it fresh. Oh my God. Down there! There we go. And then see now I beat the level and it blows up and it's going to destroy everything. But I made it. And that's why I kind of said this game, if you've ever played the Atari version of Cloak and Dagger, don't worry, this is like PG-13. I don't know why they had to do that. Like a lot of older games. But anyways, like I said, just ignore that. And so now I go here, got it again. Get rid of the Dr. Wily looking character. Come on. Up here. Get the coin. I don't know how many levels this game is. I haven't beaten this one yet, but I played it for actually I also own this on Steam, and they did like a remake of this game, which you can play this version of it. More like I guess like I don't know. The remake part is bastardized graphics. I really don't like it because it looks completely different. But this version of it's solid. Come on, let's go down here. Let's see if we can beat this level. And every level, the difficulty and everything keeps going on. But yeah, lots of fun. Definitely like a different type of game. Again, I would say this is one of the top games on the cart. Bomb. Kind of funny. It doesn't say boom. It just says bomb. And then we'll move on to another level. So yeah, you get the idea. We're gonna skip this game and talk about it last because it's kind of the bastard child of the cart. Snow Bros. By far one of the best games on the cart. I know I keep saying that, but these are all bangers. Now, there is a bug with this game, and it's not Blaze's fault. It's in the initial ROM of this as well. I tested like through CoinOpsX, my Steam Deck, but the bug. Well, we'll get back. Hold that thought for the bug. You can pick all these 4 different characters, and they each are very different. I've been playing like the original Snowbro, just because controls the way you want. But the bug is don't max out your credits. If you max out your credits, I forgot to remap my buttons. If you max out your credits, then you won't be able to get any more. So probably in real life, like in the arcade, like nobody would have noticed that. Like would somebody just max out with like 9 credits? But as long as you don't hit that maximum, you can keep putting in as much as you want. So I try to keep it at 2, and I have completed this game. Like all these games of of this kind of bubble type, it's short, but it's a lot of fun. And the fact that like you get to choose different characters really adds to it. Let me see if I can. Okay, they put in. Okay, 19 credits. Sorry, not 9. Okay, so I've maxed out the credits. I think I was just keeping it like under 9. Now, again, like the theme with Toapland, when you die, you come back. Bosses, though, I think you have to start over. So I think they still have that theme, but here, generally not. So, yeah. Notice now, since I maxed out credits, I'm hitting select. I can't put in any more credits. I cannot put in any more credits because I maxed it out at 19 credits. So, don't do that. Otherwise, you'll have 19 credits to beat the game, unless you're going for some kind of challenge. For the most part, it's an easygoing game, but my god, like the last level was pretty brutal, and I was happy to have all those credits, but yeah, this is just so much fun. So much fun. Come on! We can beat this, but yeah. Very much do enjoy playing through. As I said, I beat it earlier. If you just want to kind of chill, relax, just don't max out those credits. This won't be as much of a chill experience. And there you go. Spell it extra, then you get an extra life or whatever. So let's talk about the last game. Okay. So notice all these are arcade games, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, but Sky Shark is not. And during an Evercast, I asked Sean, and I think what he's, because I said, this doesn't really belong on this cart. It's kind of cool that it's here, I guess. But I guess he said that, I wanted to make it so handheld users could go ahead and play like the console port of this game. Even though we get this, what is it, like on Toapland 2 or 3? So we get this on an earlier collection. Normally, you'd put in 2 carts and unlock it, which in this, I will say, if you do put in both carts, it does unlock the OG NES version of Snow Bros, which is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. I think what they should have done is they should have unlocked both of these games, unless there's some weird limitation that you could only unlock one game, which I doubt. But yeah, this is just a bad port. It really doesn't belong on here. I'd much rather play the arcade. It's weird. Bare bones menu. You just press start. YouTube player. Actually, I think this version of it might be more difficult. I accidentally set off the bomb here. Might be more difficult, but I don't know. Just the way the resolution formats it is all weird and everything. I know that Blaze wanted to split off the line and do like you have arcade carts and computer carts, and then the regular, like the normal console line or whatever they're calling it by red, blue, and purple. However, we've had some carts like the Dolphin Collection have like Mega Drive version of a game. We have a Mega Drive version of a game here. We've seen them also have like a PlayStation version of a game. I really don't like that they're doing this because the whole idea of the color line was to separate it, kind of keep things more curated. I mean, they can do whatever they want. What I would have liked to see is this game off of the collection and have it unlock with Snow Bros when you put in both carts. Even though as much as I love like that original Snow Bros version, it still doesn't fit here because hey, it's an arcade collection. But putting in both of them to unlock as a bonus, I think that's perfectly fine. But yeah, that was the only thing I think is kind of weird in it. And overall, it kind of cheapens the collection because this game just really isn't fun, right? It's just not fun. If they went ahead and took that off, so what? You would have 5 games. I honestly don't think that would have been a big deal. Now, at the time of recording this video, it's in January 2025. As we all know, the price of these carts are going to go up from $20 USD to $25 USD. So it'll go up by however amount, depending on what currency you use, or the country that you live in. I would recommend picking this one up before it does go to the price hike. And even if it does, it's still worth it. Really, Toapland collections 1 through 4 are solid. So if you don't have all those, just I'd recommend just pick them up if you like Evercade and you're into that. You really can't go long. There's not There's not a bad Toapland collection. I really enjoyed the hell out of playing this one in particular. If you could only choose one, start off with Toapland 3 or 4. 1 and 2 are still good, and they give you some of the basics, but this one just has some super bangers on it, if that makes sense. And if you have already purchased this collection, let me know in the comments below. How did you enjoy it? Was it definitely worth to get it, even at the $25 price point? I think it's still worth it. Let me know if you still would have bought it. And yeah, as I mentioned before, Video Games Plus, they don't sponsor this video. They don't even know that I'm the Evercade Effect when I send out carts. But just kind of a PSA, I do buy all my carts with my own money from them because they have fast, friendly customer service. They respond back to me in a business day. And when I'm getting them here from the United States, money is worth more. They don't charge sales tax on it, and you get free shipping. So hopefully, with the the price increases, it'd be good to go. And and unlike fun stock. You don't have to, there's not a bare minimum that you have to buy. Although if you don't buy 2 carts, you don't get the free shipping, but it's still cheap. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this collection. Is this one of the best collections of 2024? Did you get it? Did you have it? You're going to pick it up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And I'm going to say thank you so much for my channel members who support the channel. And just for $2, you can also support too if you like what you see. But otherwise, if you would just consider subscribing, it really helps me out. Thank you so much, everybody. And bye-bye. Thanks, Crash Line, Mr. Shua, Immortal Sojourn, Sucker MC, Ember Cummings, Joe Whitlash.